In the last video I made, I talked about a public playtest, a chance for everybody to try out what I have done so far on my first-person puzzler, Jacob's Ladder. It's a philosophical story kind of game, but the story is not in yet, and that's why today I feel comfortable just playing the playtest, showing you what's available on Steam right now. But you shouldn't watch the video if you're interested in playing this, because it'll just give a lot of spoilers and show you what the gameplay is like. So if you're interested, just go play it. You can go here on Steam to the main store page, and there's a button about halfway down, Play the Jacob's Ladder playtest now. You click that, you get instant access, so anybody can play it. There's also a feedback survey I would love for you to fill out, and a link to the Discord if you're not already in there. But right now, we're just gonna go through it, because I don't have any other ideas. I'm just gonna show you what I have in the build. As you can see, you open up the build here, and I've got a little message. This is not focused on story, so don't worry about spoilers, but you should just go play it if you can. Don't even watch this video. If you can't play it, or if you're just seeing the game for the first time, stick around and let me show you my favorite parts of this puzzler that I'm working on. And let's hit new game.
This one is ready. Wake him.
Yes, sir. As you say, so it shall be, sir. Look here, dreamer.
Jacob! Run!
So now you can move around. This is the first enemy in the game that I'm introducing. They don't do much. You just don't want them to get too close to you, or you'll have to restart the level. This is kind of a dreamlike place. And right now you're playing as this character, Jacob, that was shown before the level started, so you just don't want this guy to reach you. This is where I develop some of my cinematic triggers. Looking at some bodies here. One of them is interactive, so you can swap into his body. And then this guy can't get you.
So you can do it. Good.
We got another guy chasing us. So we'll walk through here. Some kind of dreamlike, what would they be called, like dioramas? Can swap skins again. I'm trying to show the player that you can swap bodies.
Finally, step forward now. Do not tarry.
It's got this mysterious display up here. Got some more guys following us. I'm trying to push the player into the portal so they don't linger. We're gonna head to this level called Another Soul Made Whole, while these guys worship the portal.
I'm awake.
So we're in this sanctuary kind of thing, playing music. I want to not guide the player with a heavy hand. I want to put them into these spaces that I've designed in such a way that you should just bump against the walls, see where you get to, and explore, kind of stumble into the solutions yourself by exploring the world. Doing some environmental storytelling here. These are actually biblically inspired pieces that'll have to do with some of the lore later in the game. That is Adam and Eve. These are actually public domain works. I think that's also the Garden of Eden there. So we head into one of these side rooms. Got this menacing guy. Got a message behind him. Man shall neither sin nor tarry, when his soul a skin shall carry. So, just for looking, we've got this thing we can interact with, a core. So we can take that with us. Head back out to the main room here. We've got 2 speakers here, and they're both playing the song, so you get a little bit of this Doppler effect as you run past them. Some dude who's not alive or something. Got a serpent in the garden. Similar room to the other one. Behold man's salvation, the venerable core, purer than his own skin and mighty more. Some poetry introducing this other mechanic from the skins, these cores. So you can see yourself in this one. We'll take that. Head back through here. There's a possibility the player would also spawn right in, follow the guy who went over here, see what we got to do through this door, see that there's these core slots missing. So this one requires pink. We can take the pink and put it there instead. And we put this other one, good to go. So now we step right through into this first puzzle here. Basic kind of tutorial puzzle. Don't have the voice lines in yet, but this is the gist. I think players who are playing the playtest should be able to reason through it, hopefully. If you want to play the playtest and you haven't yet, this is a spoiler. I'm going to be running through some puzzles. There will be many more puzzles in the game, so I wouldn't worry about it ruining the whole game experience, but as far as tutorials go. On the other hand, if you have started the playtest and you're stuck or confused about something, feel free to use this as a, cheat guide. Show you how it works. So we got a door that needs to be opened here. Got some orbs over here, some cores. When we take this one, we are not powering this force field again, so we can't do anything with that. We can move it over here and keep going. Let's take this. Find out what's on the other side here. So we got a pink orb here. Keep calling them orbs because they are orbs. So this side, as we know, can open this force field. But we need to get both pinks on the other side. Can't take that one away because we have to get through to the other side. Can't take this one away because we have to get out. So this is me trying to show the player this right here means that any color can go there, including white. So if we want to take the pink out, we can take the white and we can use our mouse wheel, scroll through these. Which it probably needs a tutorial element that's like, you should select, like maybe on this wall or something, you should really swap the cores using the scroll wheel. Anyway, plop that guy there. Good to go. Plopping the colored cores onto these pedestals and seeing them connect to the doors that open. For me, though, I just like it. I like the way it feels. So I'm hoping that players will agree, but that's my little dopamine hit right there, is when you get these things together, boom. Normally in levels, you'll also get a reward. You'll get like a shiny cube here, get your currency that shows up here in the corner. That's how we're going to unlock levels as we progress through the game. So here we go. We've got a portal to the next level. It's got a little bit of a parallax effect. Let's go. Now this one says Isaac. On the story side, we're going to be swapping characters here. We're going to be playing a different character named Isaac. Doesn't give anything away. But we're going to show up on this island. Very different place from the kind of basement thing we were in. And we show up in front of a portal that we actually can't return to. We need more cubes. That says stars, but that's placeholder. So we need to set out onto this island and we need to find more cubes. And that will kill us being underwater. So we're going to stay on the island. This is how I explained my game to my 5-year-old, is in these basic terms. Well, we can't go through there. It says 15. 15 cubes. We have 0 cubes. So let's go try to find some cubes. Previous playtests I had, like each level was, or each scene, like this whole world was just one level. Go in, get cube, go to the next scene. So the work for this playtest has been making these puzzle areas that you can go into and out of just a little bit more of an open world feel. So we have these themed sets, and you'll go out into a world and just explore it and go through the levels that'll have kind of similar mechanics to each other. Think if you've played Talos Principle before, it kind of works this way, is you jump into an area and then you can go through the puzzles. That way you don't need to complete all the puzzles to continue through the game. So if you really struggle with one, then you can just move on to the next one. So yeah, we just run into these puzzles, we check out what's up, and here's our reward that we're going to get. This cube. And we need 3 things activated here. 3 pink cores. So we can swap them. We have a feature here too, by request of a player on Steam. They wanted to remember what connects to what when a core is not hooked up to it. So if I have that setting on, you'll get these black lines. I didn't want to reveal everything all at once when you run into a level. I still want you to kind of try it out before you know what connects to what. And I also don't want these black lines showing everywhere right away. So as you activate them and then deactivate them, this would let the lines stay there. So we could try over here. Oh, that's going to open that. And then that'll remind us. I don't really need them, and they're kind of cluttery, so I think this will take it back away. So we can run. Oh, I guess not. There you go. Bug. So the pink, we need 3 pink. There's the 3. There's the other 2 pink. So let's leave that guy there. These lines are actually going to bother me. I'm going to restart. Isaac, let's go. I think I have cheats on here, so I can just kind of speed over. Meow. All right, let's go. All right. Take the core. Try it on a door. Get the pink. Pink was holding the door open. The door needs 2 switches sent to it. Right now it's only partially powered. So pretty much what we're doing here is moving it from here to here. This thing is tracking how many steps we take in the puzzle, as in additions, subtractions. So let's try going through the other door. Take the pink. Can't do it. We can activate this other window. Take the pink through with us. We could almost activate this one, but not quite. So now we have 2 pinks. We can hold the door open and we can take this other pink out. Boom. And now we have to rescue that other pink. So we need to make sure that this door stays open. Which, if you're watching and thinking through it, hopefully the previous level explained itself such that you know what to do here. We can grab the pink that we used over here, hold the door open, come in here and just do an Indiana Jones swap. And that'll hold the door open. And we can grab the other pink and go. Right now... Oh, look, oh no, my eyes are just dark. I thought there weren't any eyes on this guy, but they're just purple eyes while I am. This is what the guy looks like. Using my cheat here. So the orbs go into your chest like that. So you can only hold 1 core of each type. That's really just a limitation that I've been trying the whole time to make the puzzles more interesting, make it so that you have to sequence more and take more time with your, more steps. Think about how you're going to kind of rescue these balls from the other side of the fences and things like that. So here it just adds an extra step of run back, grab orb. Now we have all 3. Now we get that juicy reward. That is 5 cubes. I think I'm going to call them matrices. Or I forget what they're going to be called. Fragma? Like memory fragma? Parts of your memory that you're reclaiming. This is another reward. This is the... it's like a challenge reward, extra reward. These are going to be on some of the levels that you can... If you master the level, you can kind of get double points out of it. And here it'll show you took, right over here it says 26, you took 26 steps. That's over this threshold of 16. So once you get over that threshold, the gate goes up and you don't get the extra reward, which is fine. I kind of tested these myself. How could I do it in the minimum number of steps just for a few of these levels? But I bet players will find out how to do it in even fewer steps. So that is a basic example of how the levels work. I almost want to skip ahead to further future levels. Yeah, let me zoom over here. All right. This would be puzzle number 3 of this level, or you can do it in whatever order you want. But this is going to combine a little bit of what we did in that first scene, which is the body swapping. So we've got, these will take any color, these will only take pink. There's our reward behind a door. We've got this new thing, we've got a colored phase field here, and it says selected core must match the phase field. So we need a pink core. And we can head through here, actually, we can either take the core right out of this guy's chest, as you can see in the bottom right there, remove core. Or we can swap entirely. So we can leave our old body on the other side here. Try to take this, but we already have one. We could try to yoink this out and then swap. Except this is what's holding that blocker open. It's holding this blocker open too, so we'll just leave that there for now. Now, kind of similar thing here. We could just yoink the core right out of this guy. This was part of the work that I did for this playtest was these guys have the gaps in their chest now. If I do my dev camera here, you can see Did some work to make sure that their states kind of always match what is slotted inside the chests here. So if I yoink the core out of here, meow, I still have my pink one selected, but as I scroll through them, it changes my appearance too. So I could give this back over, do whatever. Back in the game here, we can switch over here. The core kind of comes with us. As you can see, it quickly swaps characters. This will take any color. So we could throw the pink in there. Does something. This is all about the player experimenting. So we can also come back out here. Use this pink. See, we have the white. It's closed. We swap to the pink. Opens up for us. So that'll let us through. That should let us through. I think I just found another bug, just randomly, which is when I'm using these number keys to swap. It's not fully registering the swap. Oh, not even a clue. Not even a clue what happened there. And now, as I use the number keys, I can swap to the other one, and it's not fully swapping, which is fun. So I think that's just a bug. Anyway, we can run through here. Leave this here, except that's not going to work, because now we can't get out. So we'll try leaving the white. And we can see here that it's powering this, but that symbol means it's extra power that's not needed. So it already has the one switch that it needs. This will give it an extra one, and then it's going to send it over there as well. Actually, there should be a line going from this guy over to that guy, since it is powering it. So that's a bug too. Bugs, man. I haven't actually played this build very much, so like, here's a bug too. This should be like a physics object that you can knock over. Clearly, it is just like this static prop. Bug number 4, I think. Minor bug, but... So we need to get the other 2 orbs out of here. So now we can swap to this guy. I think we can pull this out now. Where was the last orb? Oh, it's that one. So now we can come back through. We've kept 2 of our cores. We can slot them up here, and we just need the last white one. We're going to need to pull this pink one again, so we can get through the gate. Yoink. And now we can slot them all in. These are the super basics. These are going to be kind of the tutorial levels of swapping colors with the guys, swapping bodies, taking the cores, going through the phase fields. Now we have 10, and I am just going to give myself 15 here by going to this 5 that I hid right over here. Let me zoom over. I hid 5 right here so that I could easily get 15 when I'm in the builds. Cheating. Boom. So we needed 15 to run through this gate. So I almost should like give the player the ability to just run super duper fast if they're going to be covering these like empty levels. I mean, the levels shouldn't be empty. They need to be filled with more stuff, right? More interactive stuff. But might be good. The Talos Principle even does that. I think it lets you sprint as fast as you want because the game, none of the mechanics in the game care about how fast you move. So it's like, hey, if you want to puzzle faster, we don't care. So now you have 15. This guy gets unlocked. Sector 1 hub. This is where like the picture of the hub would go. I just don't have one. Let's run in. And this is kind of the main tech that I've been working on for the playtest here, is traveling through levels in a way that's feels more physicalized and logical. So where we just came from was this. which is a set of levels. Right there it says 2 out of 3. That's supposed to mean you've solved 2 out of 3 of the levels. Here's the other stuff that you've gotten out of the level. There was a little collectible here we missed, and we only got 1 out of 2 of those challenge cubes. And that is kind of an introduction to the playtest build, and what I'm trying to do with this game mechanically is you have the freedom to sort of run through these rooms, solve the puzzles, and then in between there, the thing that I haven't shown yet is it's going to tell an overarching story as you go through them. So Jacob's ladder, the ladder, who is Jacob, who is Isaac, who are you playing as, all of that will kind of be interwoven into the gameplay as you're completing these puzzles. There's a lot more to it. Now we came out here with 15, but we need 20 to get to the next area. So actually we would need to run back in here. For this one, I believe you do have to beat all of the... we could get the challenge one here that gives you 5 more, or we could just go beat that last level, and then we'd be able to explore more of these levels. So for now, that's what I'm going to show of the playtest build. Please go on Steam, click the button, play it. Have fun, let me know what you think. Join the Discord, discuss it, share screenshots. I'd love if you check it out, let me know what you think. See you guys next time. Oh, and wishlist it. If you're not going to do anything else, go wishlist it on Steam. Even before you join the public playtest and play it, just go here on the main store page, hit wishlist, and then get on to play the playtest. Thanks, guys. Bye.